comes to menopause, there is no one size fits all. We all have very different experiences. Some of you may not be experiencing menopause. You may have gone through it like I have, or you may be far away from that experience. I do remember when my mum went through it that it was called the change, and it was very much something that wasn't talked about. And I know nowadays more and more people are talking about it. And you know, it is something that's really, really important to address. But the important thing is to get what you need as an individual. Change, whatever we're talking about, whether it's going from being single to married, whether it's transitioning from a job, whether it's actually being pregnant and then having a baby, it's all a new experience, and change can be very challenging for all of us. But the way we look at it in terms of our mindset really, really matters. I remember going to see my homeopath. I was treated with homeopathy when I was going through menopause, and also I used black cohosh as well. I didn't go on HRT. She said it's not a disease, this is a natural thing for you to go through. And I think the way we frame it is really, really important. The way we frame any change is really, really important. We need to get what we need given the circumstance that we're dealing with, given the change that we're experiencing. So it's really important that we address whatever self-care needs we have. We get expert advice if that's what we need, but also that we notice that we are thinking about it in a way in terms of our brain and the thoughts that we have about it that's useful to us. There's a lot of negativity around menopause, and there's also a lot of positivity. So how are you going to look at it? It's really, really important, because the way we think about something has an effect on the way we feel about things, and the way we feel has an impact on the actions that we take or we don't take, and therefore the result that we get, the outcome that we have. I think it's really, really important with whatever change we're dealing with, and let's face it, life is changeable, that we actually look at what we can do in terms of solutions, how we can make ourselves feel that little bit better. Rather than look at the problem, you know, nothing happens with the problem. You know, if it is that you have hot flushes, just looking at the hot flush is not going to make a difference to the hot flush. But, you know, it is possible to go and see someone who can help you with that, or research information that's going to give you a possible solution. So all the time, whatever change you're dealing with, make sure that you take responsibility and do what you can to be healthy, be happy, and to embrace the change rather than resist it, because actually what we resist persists. I was actually going through a separation. My husband had asked for a divorce, so I was living in that house with him, but we were going through that separation process. So I noticed that actually my confidence was really affected. So I don't know if that was menopause or whether that was to do with, you know, this impending divorce that was going to be happening. But what I did was get what I needed to build my confidence, to feel better about myself. So whatever change you're dealing with, make sure you're getting what you need. Find ways to soothe yourself, whatever that looks like, and get the help you need so that you can be a healthy, happy human